This is the reason why I didn't cut the roof open last night. As you can see, ice all over everything, snow. And the windshield. Here's the roof up here. Covered with about an inch thick layer of ice that would have made its way down into the vehicle. But you know, it's spring now, so this isn't going to last much longer. Well, there it is. It weighs about 10 pounds. That and this strut I took out right there. Now let's take a look here. I'll show you guys up on top. There's the hole. It measures 32 by 21 and a half. And you follow this right here, this ridge, the inside of this ridge, and then you measure 32 inches along this way, and it follows the ridge, the natural ridge there. It's right in the center of the roof. Okay, now this is the tool right here you use. This is a angle grinder, and it has a diamond blade bit, 4.5 inch diamond blade bit, and it would take about 20 to 30 minutes to cut through your roof this way with this tool, and it took me a lot longer. It took me about 3 hours. And the reason why it took me so long was very simple. I had to go inside I had to cut for about 20 seconds and then go inside and make sure there wasn't no fires. So I had to get down off the ladder each time. I had to get down off the ladder about 100 times. Every time I cut 2 or 3 inches, I'd have to go in and check to make sure there was no fire. And I had a squirt bottle with water in it, and I had a big jug of water just in case, you know. But if you were doing this job and you had somebody inside, and if you had somebody outside, so if you had somebody standing down there in that door there with the jug of water, or a fire extinguisher, preferably both, fire extinguisher and a jug of water, then you could cut steady. And if you can cut steady, cut this hole, it would only take about 20 or 30 minutes to cut through the hole and the cross member. So I had to cut through the cross members too. Now it only cuts one cross member. If you look up underneath here, you'll see this cross member right here is intact. Right? And that one cross member's cut, that one. Now the other cross member's intact too, so the roof structurally is still pretty strong. And of course, the wood is going to help to increase the strength. Let's go inside and take a look. As you can see, let's go in here. We're going to go right up into the hole area. Now see, if you get up close, you can see that cross member in there that I didn't cut. Going across right in there. The cross member I didn't cut. Now I cut this headliner back a ways away. And I'm going to be putting trim in there that'll cover all that. Later, trim will go in. It'll cover all that up. So it'll be a nice, neat looking job later on. I'm going to trim the whole thing out so that it's all covered like. And the wood that I'm going to put in place, well, you guys will see. But the wood that I'm going to put in place will... and, oh, another thing I wanted to say to you guys is, I'm going to be covering this project in every single step so that you guys, if you've got a Dodge Caravan, you can do it yourself. You can do the same thing, you know, and covering every step of the project. And so I'm giving you all the measurements. I'll be giving you guys all the measurements so that you can know where to cut and everything else, you know. You'll have all the measurements of the whole project, and from start to finish in each one of these videos. And then you could build one for yourself, you know, pretty easy. All the frames that I put up there, I'm going to give you the measurements for each frame, the placements, the distance apart, you know, the whole thing. It's going to be all there. So this is going to absolutely, what's going to be up there is going to double the amount of area, livable space you have in one of these vans. Double. And it's not going to be extremely tall either. It's going to be, the van itself right now is about 5.5 feet tall to the roof. And it's only going to go up another 3 feet, roughly, a little bit more than 3 feet. So that's only 8.5 feet tall. So you can go most places with this. Most highways, most bridges, most places. The only place you won't be able to go is some drive-throughs have a roof, a low roof on some drive-through restaurants. But most places you'll be able to go with this, you know. And it won't be too top-heavy because the top is not going to weigh that much. It's going to be pretty lightweight. And it's going to increase the amount of storage in this van. It's going to increase. It's going to just double this. It's going to be the equivalent of what's in the back here, up there. So it's going to double the amount of actual livable space inside the van, making it bigger than a lot of these big vans. These extended Econo lines and things like that are not going to have as much room as this is going to have. It's going to be tremendous, the amount of room it's going to have when this gets built. You know, oh, you guys, I think are going to like it when it gets done. Anyway, that's the update for now. Bye-bye, guys.